Did you realize you had a negative belief or a limiting belief about yourself? And how did you turn that around?
Yeah, and I think we all have a bunch, and sometimes we don't even know it until life rubs up against something and we see a consequence or an outcome that's really against what we deeply believe or wanted or hoped for. I don't want to say that this is like a blanketed kind of thing, but I think when it comes to anger, it's so common, right? Like the belief that we have about anger. Be angry. That one is everywhere. And the truth is like we need anger. We need all of our emotions, but we need anger because that's the fire. That's what fuels the fire for change. That's what fuels the fire for sticking up for yourself, right? And if we don't allow ourselves to have our anger, then we're just going to continue to accept things as they are or minimize or invalidate. Yes, there's inappropriate ways to respond to anger, but I think a lot of us haven't found ways to know how to respond or deal with our anger.
Growing up, you're taught that certain emotions are good ones, certain emotions are bad ones, which for a lot of young women, at least, you're taught to be the people pleaser. And being an angry woman is always seen as a negative. Being an imposition for anyone else, especially making other people uncomfortable around you, you're not supposed to do. And I've actually run into that a couple of times in my life where I've had an emotion, I've been upset or I've been angry or I've cried trying to explain like to a person I was with, like, hey, I don't know why this happened. I don't know why you did it, but it was really hurtful. And I'm just trying to explain how I felt. And the feedback I would get back from those conversations was, oh, well, I didn't want to talk to you again about these things, or I didn't want to ask you that question again because you got so emotional or you got so upset or things like that. So that would just reinforce to me that me trying to explain how I felt to someone else, even though I wasn't raising my voice, even though I wasn't like accusing them of something, just being visibly upset would make somebody else so uncomfortable. Okay, so do I not tell the truth about how I feel, or do I have to practice being more emotionally controlled? Do I not care what they think and I still just need to do it? And trying to figure out which direction I was supposed to pick would paralyze me. And then you get in that terrible cycle of living not as your authentic self. And I've really realized that by not saying whatever it is that I am actually feeling or emphasizing what I really want, I hurt myself in the long run by not going after what actually feels true or right to me.